guys, I wanted to tell you about my sponsor, Noble Gold, and how much they help out this channel, and they can also help out you. You know, we all need a little cheering up at the moment. We are all practicing positivity, which is great. Well, what if your financial worries right now could go away? What if you could get your money away from risky stocks and into your own retirement account? Gold is up over 16% so far this year, and the Dow is down around 10%. Very interesting. What they are offering is a rare America the Beautiful silver coin. With any qualified IRA, you will receive one of these coins for free. You can't beat that. This is a limited edition silver coin. This is one of the most beautiful coins ever made in and for America, and you can get it for free. This would be a great thing to have and maybe gift to somebody, correct? Make sure you tell that True Reporting sent you so you can qualify for this free silver coin offer. This offer is only for July, so make sure you can call right away and don't let this slip through your fingers. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com or call them today at 877-646-5347 and get the ball rolling in July. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy the podcast and have a beautiful day. Hello! How are you doing on the 17th? Happy 17th to each and every one of you on this Monday. Best part of the song? Let's just vibe for a minute, can we? Lauren Tyler Moore, what's up? Christina Love, what's up, sweetie pie? Floricio, where have you been? Good to see you. Sunny Skies, Shannon on, Nicole Marie, Blue Eyed Glances, Dave MCQ. What's up, Kevin Voss? Rich Voss's brother. Paulette, what's up, sweetie pie? Good to see you, Prayer Warrior Girl. Jan, the Punisher. Good to see each and every one of you here. Great to see you guys here. Let me bring this jam down a bit. We're just trying to flex. We're just flexing. Justin Bear, what's up? John Hal, good evening, sir. Good to see you, my friend. A lot of Southerners tuning in. I like it. Absolutely. My gracious. I have not looked at the news one time today. Not once. Not once. Q just dropped? What? Bring it up. Bring it up. Yes, he did. Wow. Placeholder indictments tracking. 1 of 6. You can see it right behind my head. Very nice. Thanks for letting me know that, my friend. Justin Bear, beautiful day, Thomas. Absolutely. The storm is upon us, Texas Patriots 77. Absolutely. Anthony Butt, what's up? From abroad, my friend. Good to see you. Yes, this seems to be the first placeholder. If you're new here, you know what to do. You have found... Thanks, Shan. You have found the coziest place on the smallest corner of the internet. We have survived thus far, which is nice. That's always nice to know, right? We've made it this far. If you're new here, welcome. Let us know if this is your first time in the chat. I would really like to know where you're from and how you found us. Also, guys, Make sure you click that notification bell so when I upload a video, a regular podcast, which airs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or when I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you'll get the alert and you'll be here to hang out. So that's how it is. And this Friday, the fourth episode of True History, The Untold Stories with Pun and Stop to Go. This will be our fourth episode. You guys are killing it. We have hit well over 100,000 views altogether. So that's a beautiful thing. April Roga, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Very cool. This is pretty cool. My first time live. Me Rojo. Rojo, let me know. Good to see you here, my friend. Thank you. I found you through Zach 2 years ago. Amazing, my friend. Thank you, Punisher. Thank you. True History will be this Friday from 8 to 10. Always a never miss show. You shouldn't miss that show. You shouldn't miss any show for that matter, but it's good. It's good. One day someone will say, I brought them here. Laugh out loud, I learned about this channel from IET 17. Cool. Very cool, Texas Patriot. Thank you. Angela Giles, I found this from The Punisher. Excellent. Nice to have you here, Angela. JJ Jedi from across the pond. Good to see you. What's up, Shane, Navy vet? Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Trump looked fired up today. God bless his soul. We know he lost his brother Robert. The press still relentless on him, saying the worst things imaginable. These people are truly demonic. Don't get it twisted. They are very bad people. Lalas Venture. I follow Thomas from almost the beginning, but I can't make a lot of his lives. Oh, you're here today, Lawless. So good to see you. Good to see you. I was talking to my good friend just a minute ago, JC Parker 369. If you're not following him on Twitter, make sure you do so. JC Parker 369. Wow. Have you shared this stream yet and liked it? I would really appreciate it if you did. I would greatly appreciate it. Awesome. What's up, Doug Murray? Good to see you, my friend. Aaron Brothers. You didn't miss anything yet. We're just starting off. Proud Mama Trump is so strong. My God, he's got the hand of God on his shoulder, don't you think? This is a biblical war. It's an informational war. All of the above, right? Bullrush Bear, what's up? Justin Bear, what's up, Brother Bear? Thomas is ladling positive gravy. Ladling positivity gravy. That's awesome. I love it. Amsdave, what's up? Laura Schweitzer. Delay in my voice. Refresh. Patty M hanging out from Chicago. What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, I'm glad Q's back. I mean, this has been a while. Does anybody know when the last time how many days in between July 31st to August 17th? 18 days? 18 days. Wow. The placeholder indictment tracking non-civilian set 1, Kevin Kleinsmith, KC, 11-3. There that is again, 11-3. That's been talked about a lot. Wonder if 11-3 is like when all this takes off, right? 11-3 has been posted so many times on the board. We'll just have to wait and see. I just wish that these white hats would take over the mainstream media and regulate the internet. Can we please go ahead and get that done? Please? At least regulate the internet. We can handle it on our own if it's a level playing field, if you get my drift. I have my suspicions about Millie Weaver. I'm not going to get into it tonight. But it is what it is. We'll have to see where that comes from. No, 11-3 is not the initials. I understand KC is Kevin Kleinsmith, sure. Yes, Alex Pressey from Maine, exactly. Kevin Kleinsmith is from Maine. Still awake, New Zealand. New Zealand is waking up. Good to hear that, my friend. Good to hear that. I literally have nothing on the agenda. I've actually kind of been a little low today. A little low vibe. This always seems to help. I think we're all therapeutic for one another. I don't know. I try to, this awakening process is both a blessing and a curse. The things you used to love, the things you used to enjoy, you cannot enjoy them anymore. That place where, for me, for an example for myself, is I used to love watching. I'm a big fan of television. I'm a big fan of movies growing up. I'm sure the majority of you are as well. You go to that to find just comfort. It's just like a warm place in your heart. And I don't have that anymore. I actually tried to experiment with that this past weekend. Just trying to find something that, like this is nice. Like I can tune everything else out and just kind of sit back and kind of get back into that, I don't know, that childlike mindset that we kind of throw on the back burner without it, completely being depleted, completely being eradicated. And you can kind of rest your mind easy on those times. Yeah, Three Stooges, great. I love the Three Stooges. That's more kind of intense to watch. But Three Stooges is exactly hilarious. But if that what brings you bliss, then continue to do that. Talking about living in La La Land. Is that such a bad thing? The real thing, yes, absolutely, Shan. I want to get into that too. That is the new P.O. Box, guys. So if you want to send what we did last time, when we had the big unboxing, all that stuff, good God, you guys were so generous. The new P.O. Box is 586 in Greenville, South Carolina, 29602. I would greatly, it's so awesome, and I feel so grateful for when you guys do that. It's amazing. Thomas, try animated movies. I can't. I was with a friend over the weekend, and we tried to watch stuff like that. And I was like, I just want to be like, I'm kind of, when I get into one of those jags, I'm kind of, like a very relaxing type guy, a very cozy person. And I could not get there. And it's kind of sad. It sucks. Kind of sucks. But, I don't know. And then, I was talking to my friend JC Parker, and I was like, out of all that's happened with all of us, finding all of this stuff out, the one thing that I have now that I did not have then was God. I did not have that connection and that connection will never be lost. So you can think of it as 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You're still in the head, you're still ahead, but now I'm able to connect with God, which is very, very, it's so reliable, isn't it? Trying to fall back on something that's physical or something that you, something that was so whimsical as a child or as a young boy did not have as much, it didn't pack that punch. It didn't have that powerful punch with it right in the gut that you can link up to. It's very real. It's very real. The other stuff is just, I don't know what it is. I guess it's like a quick release of dopamine and satisfaction, maybe. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So you make sacrifices. We all make sacrifices. Leon Collier, what's up, man? From Australia, mate. Good to see ya, mate. Yeah, Blue Eyed Glances. This is the Kenny G song. This is not Kenny G, but it's amazing. It's amazing. So I thought we could talk, and if you guys want me to look up stuff or you want to call in and just talk about Joe Veliz. I do podcasts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Why don't you look at the channel? And even Fridays. Every other Friday, there's a 2-hour podcast. Andrew Stinson, Tuesdays, Thursdays, baby. In other news, what's up? From Australia, good day, mate. It literally is tomorrow there, right? That's so nuts. It's crazy. And I'll tell you another thing that I've noticed. That one thing that used to really comfort me was the weather. I used to love watching the Weather Channel. And it's so political. It's so, all of it. Everything that we have, everything that is around us is phony. It's phony. So what's the only thing that holds true is God. That never changes. But what's so difficult is keeping that link, keeping that window open. It's so tough up here. So tough. Am I lackadaisical about it? Am I procrastinating on that? Sure. Not only Lauren Tyler Moore, not only is TV phony, but everything outside your door, the percentage of it is phony. Because the people around you are still in that TV world. They react to what's on TV. They replicate and adore what is on the television. Sports is gone. TV is gone. Movies is gone. The news is gone. It's strange. Now, either this is the end of a lot or the beginning of a lot. We don't know yet. The next 3 months, we're at 79 days till the election. That's what it is. That's when things shall change. Where, like we could see here, 11-3. 11-3. It's the death of one world and the beginning of another one, Jenny Whaley says. Is Shadowgate real? Sure. But is there, I don't know, is there something with that, maybe? Is there something with that? I don't know. PSYOP? I don't know. I used to love the weather. Now, when I check the weather on my phone, it's never right. The weather has not been right in 6 months on my phone. It's weird. I don't know if we're breaking away from what's on this. I don't know. Are we like rising? Somebody please explain this to me. By the way, that Shadowgate video has 1.7 million views in one day. Isn't that amazing when the algorithms don't pick up on a channel and channels are able to get that? Remember when we used to get numbers like 250,000, 150,000? Remember those numbers? We can't get those numbers anymore. That's okay. We're still here, thank God. God willing, we hang around. I'm not scared. I just want to make sure Shadowgate is official. It seems official to me. Yeah, exactly. Jen Christian says, Thomas, the weather hasn't been right in 5 years. Maybe I'm just now noticing it? Interview people in Portland. You think that would be a good thing to do? Do you think that'll be a good thing to do for me to show up with this hat on and get my head bashed in? True reporting. Did you see Kavanaugh on Soros? What? I have not looked at the news today. Somebody bring me up to speed on what in the hell is going on with the United States Postal Service. Are they the enemy? Are they the enemy? Tell me. If you want to call in, you certainly can. Let me know. Are they the enemy now? Please just tell me what's real. That's all I want to know. And I'm so, what is it? Lackluster about everything. For a while. We're the light surrounded by darkness. Makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. The United States Postal Service supports Biden. Wow. Thomas, what are you talking about, Jen Christian? Buck Swain, what's up? I saw something about blockchain voting through the United States Postal Service. A patent was filed in February for it. What in the hell does that mean? Not all the postal working's doings. It's just the union. Proud Mama says the post office is losing money. I knew that. And said they cannot handle mail-in ballots arriving on time. Then we can't do it. Catherine Holzel, what's up? Good to see you. CV third wave might be a thing before November. Good God. I hope not. What's up, cousin Vinny? Went bananas when I saw the latest 17 drop. I bet. It's pretty gnarly. It's good to be back. Please give us something. Give us some direction. What in the hell is going to take place here in the next 80 days? Oh my God, let's not manifest anything, Mr. Kramer. September FFs? Oh my God. I can't handle much more. Kamala is a man. I mean, this is not the same woman I saw. We've talked about this hundreds of times on this channel. You know, you get bone structure, her jaw structure is completely different. No bruising, no stitches, no swelling, just gone 7 days back. Hey, what's up? You don't look like you used to. That's what's up. Oh yeah, Buck Swain, October surprise FFs for sure. I wouldn't be shocked. I would be shocked if they didn't. Oh my God. All assets deployed, right? All assets deployed. It's definitely something different, T-Check, for sure. Yeah, she's a double. Something's different. No mail-in voting, cannot arrive on time. Absolutely, Renee. We can't have that. We can't have anything like that. It's the only way they can cheat. You can see it. It's amazing being awake and then seeing Thick Ankle's, seeing her tweets, seeing Biden's tweets. We've been led the right direction. We're well aware of what they're trying to do. And also being led by POTUS. Very interesting. Harris is a clone, Doreen Longo says. Yeah, guys, if you want to support the channel, I understand. The easiest way is through Patreon. It's $9.99 a month. There's people out there that are spending $120 on cable, $80 a week on junk food. Why not support a patriot creating a platform for all of us to come together on? My platform is your platform. Some people have fallen off the Patreon. Let me know what you want me to do to keep you guys on there. I would love to. That's what supports this channel. Trust me on that. Please. Trust me. I'll whatever you need me to do. I'm not going to dance like a monkey for you, but but you understand what I'm saying. If you want something else, I could do it for you. I will try my best. What was it, last Friday? You guys were killing it on the Streamlabs. It was very nice. There's so much coming. There's so much stuff that's right there. I'm reaching. Help, help. It's right there. Durham probe coming out. We have 180,000 indictments. All of this being very real. Very real. Very strange. The world we are living in is insane. Miss A Love sent through PayPal. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Do do da 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 do do do. I refreshed. Still nothing left. Landon Kimball, Thomas, what do you think about Trump being asked about 17? He completely blew it off, which means he didn't denounce it. We can look at it as saying he didn't acknowledge it, but he didn't denounce it, right? So I take that as a very positive thing. Do 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 do. Thomas, V Darkness and Logical Thinking show, possibly. I've been trying to get V Darkness on here. He is a little wary about doing it. And you guys know that right now what's taking place is the Democrat, convention. They all have pre-planned questions. Right? What is it? What is tonight? It's from 8 to 10. It's like what we're on right now. It's all fake. It's all fake. I mentioned you in a tweet. Look at the pic when you feel like it. The P.O. is messed up. What P.O.? The P.O. box? Always does, JJ Jedi. Played the MSM like they're mugs. Always. Always. Christina Love says she works for the United States Postal Service and mail-in voting would be disastrous. Whoa. Whoa. Yes, they're all pre-recorded, Buck Swain. That's what I meant. Did you hear about Michelle Obama's pre-recorded speech for the convention? What's up with that? They could get away with it because they go hand in hand with the MSM. They'll never, ever, ever be called out on it. They'll never be called out on it. It's insane. Except for Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity, Judge Jeanine, Mark Levin. They'll call it out. And people who are awake will call it out. But let's be honest here. The MSM is not going to call that out. It's ridiculous. The demonic national convention. Hell yeah. Makes more sense to me. Claudette Petrick, thank you so much. Love you and love the show. Keep up the great work, Thomas. Where we go, when we go all. Claudette, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Very sweet of you. Thank you, ma'am. Very nice. Trying to fix something. Hold on. Claudette, thank you so much for the super chat. I really mean that. Landon Kimball. No, you got a super chat through the Streamlabs now. We got demonetized. But the super chat goes directly into the PayPal, which is cool. We can check on the boards if you wanted to see what's going up. We could take a few calls. I don't want to be low energy to you guys, but you all know your mission. Your mission is to get to 1,000 likes. We're almost to 500. So if we can get to 1,000, I would greatly appreciate it. My goodness. Remember to mute your stream when you call in, guys. I would really appreciate it. Vicky B. Thomas, how's your son and parents doing? My son is okay. Struggling with a little bit of anxiety because of everything. My parents could be better. They're not doing so hot, but we create our reality. So, you know, it's a thing. I can't save people. You can't save people. People can only save themselves. You can give them the tools, but you cannot make them convert. You cannot make them change their ways. They have to do it on their own. That's a thing that I'm trying to learn to cope with. It's very difficult. Very difficult in these times. So remember, guys, remember to mute your stream when you call in, and let's go ahead and take some calls. We have 8705 on the line. 8705 on the line. Please unmute yourself. We'll wait on them for a minute. Still waiting on them to unmute their mic. That's okay. Judy Heil says, yes, it's very difficult when the family does not wake up. My gracious. And what stinks, guys, what really is sucky is the fact that, you know, we're approaching the holiday season. We're getting into September. Next thing you know, it'll be October, November, December. My goodness. These next 3 to 4 months are going to be such a turning point. I pray to God. We should all pray tonight. Navy mom from Florida. Yes, I have. Still waiting on 8705 to answer the thing. We'll bring in somebody else. How about that? 8705, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
Oh, what's up, Freddie? How are you?
I'm doing good. I wanted to explain something real quick on the post office.
Yeah. Let me know, man. Fill me in, please.
Okay, this is another how the Democrats mess with the American public.
Okay.
And they're asking for more money for the post office, right? and they're blaming Trump for stopping it. Let me just read something to you.
Okay.
This is from the Inspector General of the American Postal Service. The budget status of the U.S. Postal Service has a matter of both contention and confusion. Since the 1970 Postal Reorganization Act, PRA, put the Postal Service on a self-sustaining budget, exempting it from general budget and funding laws and denying the executive branch control over its finances. They have their own budget. They're already funded.
The post
So
office.
that's when, yes, they don't need the House, they don't need the Senate, they don't need the executive branch, they don't need POTUS. So the Democrats, once again, are playing the American people because the American people don't understand this. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it so that Trump is looking bad. But the only reason why they're doing this is because Trump literally just put in a new guy as the head of the Postal Service, Postal General, and he's dismantling all the postal machines, and they are ticked off. They don't like the fact that POTUS is going to reorganize the postal organization. And even if you watch POTUS, he had 2 rallies today. He talked about like how companies like Amazon, they literally go right outside the factories, build factories for themselves, and they drop off packages, and the postal office takes the hit on all of the shipping. And it's usually anywhere from $2 to $4 per package. Amazon doesn't pay for it. So he's asking for Amazon to start stepping up and paying for their own postage and not put it onto American consumers that are buying the products from Amazon.
Right.
So this whole entire thing, I mean, you look at Christy Alley. She started this whole thing about the, oh my God, they're taking the postal trucks because Trump is afraid of the mail-in voting. And then they had the wrestler that showed a picture of the locked mailboxes, in which that actual picture was from 2015 under Obama's administration. And
wow.
basically they locked the mailbox, and then they turn around, and it's a new mailbox that they put in its place that people could use. So this is, once again, and the other thing I wanted to say too, which is really important, and this is shameful. Now Pelosi's saying that they're going to come back and start discussing all the new bill, not for the American people, but because of Trump's interaction into the Postal Service. So they weren't willing to come back to help the American people for stimulus, but yet they're willing to come back to make sure Trump's not interfering with voting as far as the post office is concerned. So this is just another Democratic hit piece on Trump to try to make him look bad. And there's actually no legs or any foundation for it to stand on at all. And unfortunately, the American people, they read the headlines, they get 2 or 3 minute clips. They don't have a chance to actually dig in to see what's actually really going on. And it's just, that's how the Democrats sway them. So then, the people are ignorant. I hate to say it, but we got the new news now.
We have what news?
We got a new news now.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Look at the thumbnail of this live stream, you know? We are the news.
So I want to at least tell you that on the post office, because the House and the Senate, it really does not affect if they put money in their bill. And like Trump said, all they want to do is put that $1 trillion in to bail out the Democrat shitholes.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. They want the money to fund for their Black Lives Matter and their Antifa. And basically, they're pushing everybody out of the cities, and they're going to go in, they're going to buy all the buildings at stupid cheap prices. And then basically, if China wants them, like if Biden wins, and they're like, hey, here's a half a city for you.
I have a question for you. Edward Pruitt, I don't know if you can answer this. I can't. Explain blockchain voting.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I have not seen that yet either.
Yeah, I don't. I won't even begin to speculate on it. I mean, I have no idea.
Right.
I think basically it has to be something to do with the internet, or I don't know. I don't. One thing I will say though is there is a meme that we're passing around in which, if you look at the back of your supposedly secretive voting, if you want to do your mail-in ballot, there's either R or D. So if hypothetically it goes into a Democratic area and there's a postal office worker that is a Democrat, even though he's supposedly not to know what your vote is, if you flip it over in the back and you look at the barcode, if there's a D, then he won't chuck those. But if there's a big R, then he'll chuck those right in the trash, if you know what I mean.
I'm looking it up right now while I have you on the phone. Blockchain voting is similar to analog voting that we're used to. The same concepts and processes apply. In order to cast a digital vote, a citizen would need to register and prove their citizenship in a given jurisdiction. The potential downside of blockchain voting, of course, is not everyone is impressed with the new technology. Blockchain votes has been leading to increased government transparency. I like that. Voting from your living room, looking towards the future. That's what that is.
And who wrote the article?
I'm just looking on Google right now of what the hell it is.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing that we got to be careful of too, Alex, because depending on who wrote the article,
Yeah, and voting, this is from February 1st. It says, voting with blockchain carries the potential to eliminate electoral fraud and boost voter turnout, as this was tested in the November 2018 midterm elections in West Virginia.
Which we see what's going on in West Virginia right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So that's what that is.
But
I'm not sure.
I think POTUS knew that something was going to happen, and that's why he put this guy in so late at the postal office, and that's why they're dismantling the machines.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the George Soros's voting machines. Remember how you?
Oh my goodness! Yes. Yes.
Kind of like that, you know. So I think he's 3 steps ahead of them, and maintain our positivity, you know. That's all we have to do.
It's difficult, man. I mean, this is a great place to come and do that, to maintain the positivity. I know I'm kind of leading the way on this, but I know we're all in this together. So if I start to get low on stuff, get low on fuel, it's good to be perked up by you guys. And, we feed off each other, which is a beautiful thing to have.
Absolutely.
Not many people have this.
Absolutely. And the thing is it seems like it's a long ways away, but it's going to be like, boom, done. And the other thing, too, a lot of stuff's going to happen between now and then. A lot of stuff that we're not expecting.
I think you're right. I think we will not be expecting. All I can say, Freddie, is that I hope we make it to the other side. I hope this channel makes it to the other side. So,
dude, you will. I guarantee it.
I hope so, Bubba.
You have my word on that. All right, brother? You have my word on that. You're all set.
I hope so, man. Thank you, Freddie, for the kind words. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the call, too.
All right. Have a good night, buddy.
All right. You too. Good night.
Bye.
7045. 7045. Why don't you unmute yourself? 7045. So I don't know. I don't know anybody who's going to vote blockchain. I mean, I don't know how you would even do that. That's crazy.
I am here.
Cousin Vinny, what's up, my man?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just enjoying your show once again. And
Absolutely.
For some reason, like about 2/3 into the hold, I got to listen to the show on my phone, which was really cool because before I was getting put into a hypnotic state where I couldn't figure out why I called.
Oh, interesting.
So thank you. I was able to listen to the last caller, and I have to admit, very good points about the mail-in ballot voting.
Yes.
If you would have read my comments, what I really would love to switch to is your questions to me, but I want to end on this. Trump and the Patriots have a system that they're putting into place for voting. It will be just in time, and it will be a quantum computer-related system. We won't know about the technology, but this vote the discrepancy in it is the Democrats don't want to lose.
Yes.
They basically had it all figured out. If this didn't happen, this didn't happen, this did. Sounds like the looking glass, doesn't it? Yeah, they have one, and so do we. The bottom line is there is no fear. There's nothing to be concerned about. The technology and the replacement of the old bullshit, pardon my French, of the postal office and the way it just took taxpayers' money and put it into political people's pockets at a big loss, as it was shown up on paper. So I love your last caller's, input and yeah, what was it called? What did you call? I mean,
the blockchain voting.
Yeah. Actually, that is a stepping stone of transparency, which is going to make elections forevermore absolutely, undeniably legal and right because of the transparency.
Oh my God, that's what we need. No more hiding from the American public, right? No more scams.
Well, yeah, dude, it's weird. We're teetering in between a quantum computer and a quantum system that connects things that you can't even imagine. But there's a problem. The humanity on this planet, though it only takes about 1% and truly only half of 1%, to the vibration to rise up, which your listeners are a big part of this. They don't know it yet. But the vibration of love, as we go into the transition into 5D, we're going to get to know all of these people that are sitting out there that you can't see, that are totally helping us get through what is coming. It's really cool because it's not just Trump. Trump was selected.
Sure.
The White Hats have been, when John F. Kennedy got his head blown off, believe me, bro, that's when the whole story got seriously in effect. And when JFK Jr. and his wife and sister-in-law or whatever faked their death in 1999, basically that was the beginning of everyone that was taken out. See, just think for a minute. I told you guys last time that all of these people you think are real people are doubles or actors.
Yes.
Here's the deal. We had 20 years to put into place all of the players. This is real. Once again, Fauci's a real Mr. Fauci. There's many players that are still who they are, but the ones you're seeing are not. I feel so sorry for Tom Fitton, because he's so concerned about Hillary Clinton. She's already been executed. She's no longer on the planet. One of her doubles is playing her part for the American public and the world to enjoy the movie so that they can slowly absorb what happened. Not what is happening, what happened. That's what y'all don't understand. When you know what has already happened, the day after Bush's funeral, you can start putting these puzzle pieces together, and it ain't.
I agree with that chronological order. That something has happened since then. It had happened before. Then the deep state was warned of what has already taken place, and now we are seeing the after effects of it.
Let me tell you, bro. The last chapter was to deal with Israel.
Yes.
And guess what? That's been done. So really, all we have left to do is watch the movie unfold. Israel has been dealt with. The peace in the Arab nations is there. The peace is here. There is no longer war on earth. No one will allow it. Not you, not the hateful Democrats, not the satanic screw-ups, because guess what? Yeah, they're now the minority.
They most certainly are. Do you think that channels like this and do you think that YouTube makes it to the other side?
Yes, I do, but I don't believe they will make it to the other side. In fact, they're still hanging in there because they're players, and the world needs to know who they are. The ones you think are in control aren't. They're players, they're actors. But you see, you just can't go from a fake money system to the gold system overnight. You can't go from 100% fake lies and a total brainwashing of the world overnight. You got to take a little piece of that elephant, one bite at a time.
I agree with you on that. Yeah, you have to take it one step at a time. I hope one day we see the regulation of the internet.
Well, no, we're going to take control of it. See, there's no regulations. I'm sorry, the only reason why government got out of control is because the people gave it to somebody else.
Correct.
You know, if
Yes.
your neighbor next door is your congressman, guess what? Barbecue with his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Know what he's doing. Know who he's hanging out with. I mean, this has all totally been a pure, wonderful exposure. Today is 8:17. That is Luke 17. Everything that was ever hidden will and is now available to be exposed. It's also 2020. That is perfect vision. When you add 8:17 and 2:2, it is a 20.
Yes.
Today was the day that anyone that wants to can make the decision to go on the path of the truth. Today was the day. And wait until October 17th comes. I can't tell you.
So October, you think it's going to be fiery, huh?
Oh, no, it's going to be wonderful. There's a man that started all of this that may very well, I've been waiting for a long time, may very well come out. Because you got to understand, Mr. Pence is an actor. He got his served papers at Bush's funeral. So he's been an actor, but he's been doing some wonderful things. Didn't you agree?
Yes.
As an actor, he's been doing a whole shitload of stuff I'm sorry to say that he apparently wasn't doing before he was apparently taken out. So it's just a part of the puzzle pieces. There's 1,000 of them, and most people know about 100 or 2 or 3 because you got a life to live. I was blessed by Spirit to use discernment to listen to spiritual things and know when I could hear information that was perfectly honest and truth, and be able to kind of put away whatever else, either for another time or know that it's not the truth. And your channel, this is why I appreciate the time you've given me. You have light workers, you have old souls, you have people that came here whatever year they were born for this time. Whether they've been here 1,000 times like myself, I don't care. They're here this time to fix this shit forevermore. And yes, Donald Trump is the chosen one. He was chosen to be the cameraman, the one that says, oh, I can't stand him because he's telling the truth. And we're not used to that.
Correct.
But, people are waking up. The world is turning, and it's turning. The vibration of love is the only way we're going to get all the goodies that we deserve. And everyone needs to say, can I really forgive? See, okay, I'm going to go back to Fenton just for a second. I don't know why Spirit's telling me to tell you this, but Fenton and Judicial Watch is very upset about this little thing that happened with the woman not having to come before Congress and answer questions. Well, he wants to get her for Benghazi. He wants to get her for emails. But you and I both know what she has done.
Yes.
This is crimes against humanity.
Yes.
Remember, this woman was taken out the day after Bush's funeral. The player that is in front of the cameras is so the whole wide world can understand what these interdimensional beings and these bloodline beings have been doing for thousands of years. Remember, the Great Awakening, everything there ever was in your Holy Bible that had anything to do with anything that was important, outside of the fact that God is love and anything less is not, but was this time. Everyone walks around thinking this shit all happened 2,000 years ago when John wrote this and blah, blah, blah. Give me a break. They were writing about today. And so I am actually really, really not religious. I have a very, very good relationship with Joshua, Jesus, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not into religion. I'm not into the Bible, really, except for the wonderful love words that were the truth, and the predictions that if you were to attach them to today, make a whole hell of a lot of sense. Oh, by the way, there's no judgment, no hell, and everybody is connected. How do you like that?
I like that. I also believe that. I also believe that.
I know you do, man. And your channel is going to explode, and you're going to have riches beyond your beliefs, not because of what you're doing on this channel, but because we have all been, Jubilee is coming. I'm sorry to tell you, the billions and trillions of dollars that have been taken through executive orders by all of those that took the money from us in the first place,
yes,
gets to come back to you, me. I have a grandson. He's 7 months old almost, or 6 months old, whatever. He's getting at least $1.5 million, and so are you. That they have to put the money somewhere.
They do.
And you got to understand, Soros is gone. All of the richest people in the world have been dealt with, and their finances and assets have been seized by the Treasury. And who's in control of the Treasury? Mr. Trump. And what does he want to do with the money? Give it back to the people it was taken from. Your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents. That's Jubilee. That's the reset, the gold standard, the total ability for the United States to be independent, made in America, made by Americans, and we can afford to buy the stuff because we got all the money. And
fascinating.
That doesn't mean that, hey, the rest of the world's not going to get screwed. Anybody that got screwed by the deep state, the alliance, whatever, they're going to get their portion back too. But my last count was $1.5 million. It started at 484,000. It went to 1.2, and now it's at, who knows, it might be close to 2. Could you imagine a free energy device in your backyard that Tesla invented, so you don't have to pay for your energy, plus perfect water, perfect air, so if you do a real good job on your diet and you do a little research, you could live 600-700 years. Okay, and imagine that you got $1.5 million sitting in the bank to kick the ball going. Now, come on. Some people would really screw that up, but some other people would say, well, hey, with this freedom, that idea I had 11 years ago about that remote control boat, that had the deep depth finder, fish finder on it, that I thought would be just cool to take to the lake. I could just actually make the damn thing, and if it sells, it sells. If it don't, it don't.
I agree with you. So somebody's asking real quick, and I gotta let you go, Cousin Vinny. Where does this money come from?
It has already been seized from the world of the people and humans that have been involved in the deep state activities, which is tied into the central banks. It's tied into the cabal, the Illuminati, the bloodlines. These entities have been taking from the world, not just the United States, in taxes. They have been faking things like wars and stuff like that and pocketing money. They have all the world's wealth.
And they've been stripped of this.
According to my sources, Donald Trump and the White Hats, and this is worldwide, not just the United States. Get your head out of this little bubble if you think the United States is what's going on. This is a worldwide retaking of resources that were stolen by multidimensional beings that are involved with human beings because the human beings invited the multidimensional beings in, and that's the only way they could come here. Now, did I sum that up good enough?
Yes, I like that.
Okay, next time I would love for you and I to get together on the side, and maybe we can send an email out and let some people ask some crazy-ass questions. So if I don't know the answer, I can allow spirit to channel through me. And whether anybody else believes it or not, I get to know the truth of whatever that crazy question is.
I love that. I love that idea.
Bro. All right, bro. Hey, I know. Get on to your next wonderful caller enter, because he's going to have some, or she is going to have some great questions, and I look forward to hearing them.
Absolutely, Cousin Vinny. Well done. Great call, my friend. Call back Wednesday, my friend, please.
If you'll let me in, I might have something to say, but guess what? I would sure love just to stop and say, all right, Vinny, what the hell's going on with this? Because guess what? When you ask me a question, I'm not going to give you the answer. That's the wonderful thing. But I'll give you the shovel and I'll give you the spot to dig.
I like that.
Your wonderful listeners can become part of the Anon, the QAnon, the digital workers, because it's fun. Hell, if you got nothing else to do, dig.
I love it.
All right, bro, I'll let you go. Hey, you have a wonderful evening. All of your listeners, you are blessed. God is inside. Don't let anybody tell you that's fake. You know, he's not in a box. He's not in the well, actually, he's everywhere, but he's not a he either. So there you have it.
Thank you, Cousin Vinny. You have a good night, my friend. Thank you very much for the call. I appreciate it.
Okay. Keep it under 100 heartbeats per minute. Oh, wait a minute. That's asleep.
Take care, my friend. Thank you very much.
All right.
Cousin Vinny. Very, very interesting call. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I certainly did. I needed that. I certainly needed that. Yeah, these people who have enslaved us and taken our money and taken our hard work when we work our hands to the bone. They take our energy, they take our money, they take our families, they take our homes, they take our countries, they take our food, they take our air. They poison it all and then they give it back to us, tainted. It's volatile, hurts us, it dumbs us down, it lowers our vibrations. I believe this is all over. I believe it's over. It's very, very interesting. I totally enjoyed that call. My friends, we're almost to 1,000 likes. Get us there. Get us there. I would really appreciate it. Sydney Sims, way to go, Thomas. I appreciate you giving Vinny the time to talk. Absolutely. Everyone gets their fair share of speaking. If we don't get to you, then we don't get to you. But it looks like today we'll get to everybody, and we can all be happy. Let me bring in a sweetie pie real quick. A fan of the show, always in the chat. Lauren Tyler Moore, welcome. All I need you to do is turn on that microphone, and then we can bring you in on the chat. In the meantime, guys, make sure that you like and you share this video. This live stream, it's the beginning of the week. Let's get recharged. Let's feel good. And let's, make our way into a very positive week. What we push out into the collective consciousness comes back tenfold. You believe in karma. I'm sure you do. I do. Very much so. I try my best. Sometimes I'm not always the best person, but I try my best and I struggle with that. I struggle. Lauren Tyler Moore, please turn on your microphone. In the meantime, I will go ahead and take another caller. 4812. Welcome to the show, 4812. 4812, are you there? We're going to wait for them as well. It's quite simple to turn on the microphones.
Hello.
Hi, who is this?
Oh, Tom, it's Blind 70 C75. How you doing?
Hi, Blind. Are you doing good, my friend?
Oh my God, it's been such an intense couple days. I just don't even want to go into it. But could I do the symbols with you real quick?
Hey, if you want to.
Oh, can you pull up on your screen what's called a tetrahedron?
Absolutely.
Cool. So the tetrahedron is the actual first plutonic solid, and I'm going to say that wrong, but it's a first plutonic solid. Now, there's a theory that because of the theory of oneness, you can only make 5 different shapes if you have one size object. So the tetrahedron is the first shape. I can't see if that's up on the screen, so let me know if it is.
It's up.
Okay, so now we have this other shape called star tetrahedron. And the star tetrahedron, if you can pop that up on the screen for me too, the star tetrahedron is actually the 2-dimensional representation of the Star of David. So when we see the Star of David, we actually really are interpreting the star tetrahedron. So what is the second shape of the plutonic solids? And Tom, could you pull up what's called a square for me?
Okay.
And a square is the second shape. Now, what is interesting about the square is if we were to unbox the square, we would have a bottom, 2 sides, a top side, and 2 bottoms. Quote unquote, the top of the box would be on the bottom and it would form a cross. Isn't that interesting that the second shape is actually the shape of the cross for the Christians? Now, the interesting thing about the star tetrahedron and the square is they both have 8 corners. Now, if we a lot of people can't do it, but some people can do it. You can actually imagine a star tetrahedron inside a box if you lay the corners right on top of each other. And I don't know if you can find this online, but star tetrahedron and box illustrated together would be what you're searching for. Now, if we think about what this is actually the representation. Well, let me just jump to this one question. If there was a oneness in the universe, as we've talked about this show so much, would there be a physical representation in our universe of oneness? Is there one size of anything in the whole universe, no matter where you are? And the answer is, it's a proton.
Okay.
The proton is the exact same size everywhere in the universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the cool thing about the proton is it has three parts. The two weak spins and the strong spin. And if we look at the square and the star tetrahedron, we see three pieces coming together to make one.
Okay.
Connected directly with the quark, the three quarks of the proton. Now, if we go the fourth symbol, sorry, not the fourth symbol, but the third symbol, I always get this one wrong, but if you can look this one up, it's an eight-sided, I always say it wrong, it's an octa, I forget what it is, but it's basically, if you've ever seen the pyramids of Egypt, two pyramids on top of each other. So it's eight-sided, and there's a pyramid, a four-sided pyramid on top of another four-sided pyramid. Now, if the proton is to be represented by what is known as the star tetrahedron and the square, could the fourth shape somehow represent everything that is not? Could the fourth shape somehow be connected and directly to these two other shapes? And if we take the center planes of all those triangles and we put the square's corners on the center of those triangle planes, we actually find that we can place the square inside that diamond shape. Now, if we were to look down at and it would represent the electron, if we were to look down at the pyramid, and it was spinning to the left, and we put arrows at every one of the corners to symbolize it was spinning to the left. And then we said, you know what, it would be better if we just tilt one of the corners up 45 degrees, and you get the swastika. Because the swastika is actually the symbol of electricity and everything that is not. And those are the three symbols that are primary in everything. The way the other parts of the plutonic solids works is that the vibration has to hold the speed of light, and it actually transfers into the next, the fourth plutonic solid during what's known as the latent heat period. So you can actually add energy to a hydrogen atom, and it won't expand into a different state. It goes into what's called latent heat. Latent heat is actually the organizational energy it takes to change shapes. So that's just the symbols. But what I want to run back to real quick is the expansion. And if we go back to the theory of oneness that I talked about earlier, how there's oneness in the universe, we've talked about it all the time. If we go to the tetrahedron shape, which is the first shape we talked about, we make the side of the tetrahedron one. And then we go then to the square that has the tetrahedron shape on it, and that turns actually into the diagonal of the square. Now, if the diagonal of the square is one, and there's only oneness in the whole universe, what then is the side of the square? Or, quote unquote, the side of the equilateral triangle? What that really is, is proof that that when you have one thing that makes one thing, it actually makes two things. Okay. Which is the expansion. Because in the universe of oneness, if there's a oneness to the whole thing, you can only have one size. And so when the oneness of everything, let's call it the first tetrahedron yellow. I'm sorry, let's call it red. When the first tetrahedron red goes out and then gets observed by the other tetrahedron yellow, there's another interaction that can happen, the blue of gravity. And those are the symbols, my friend. So thanks for letting me do that, Tom.
Hey, you're welcome, man. I think a lot of people got a little bit confused, but that's okay.
They can listen to it as much as they want.
Yeah, you can go back and listen to what he was saying and then try and figure it out. So you believe in it when the one, so you believe we're all one, correct?
Well, Tom, I talked to you about this last time. I actually believe that we are, quote unquote, an entangled picture of the universe in the moment of our birth, but only, quote unquote, half of the universe. The part that I wasn't actually able to explain is that all of the protons in the universe have every location of every other proton on their skin. So when you're born, you're actually have a physical representation of your consciousness in the universe, and there's an entangled part or a memory of it. And that's what I believe we are. We're electromagnetic bodies, but we are entangled pictures of the universe. You know,
I love that.
So I should say this for the whole audience, just so everybody knows. The actual radius curve of the proton, which was highly disputed for a long time, in 2015 was put out 2 more digits than has ever been displayed. And that was using gravitational numbers. So they took the gravitational numbers of the whole universe. Nassim did this. And he took those gravitational numbers and he developed a curve rate of what the universe is. And then he predicted that the radius curve rate of the proton is the exact one by 2 more digits than could ever be predicted by the small numbers that we're using to work with the proton. So we used the big numbers, the gravity numbers, and it turned out to be exactly right. So what that proves is that the proton is an actual model of the universe.
Okay.
So we can prove by the big numbers the universe is expanding, right?
Yes.
So what else does that mean? That means the proton is expanding too.
Are we expanding?
We're part of the proton. If I gave you a tape measure, Tom, and I say, how big is 1 inch on the tape measure? And you say, oh, that's 1 inch. And then I make the tape measure 4 times as big, and I make you 4 times as big, and I'm 4 times as big, and every reference in the universe is 4 times as big. And I say, how big is 1 inch? You're going to show me it's 1 inch, but it's actually 4 inches now because it's 4 times as big.
This is
the expansion
deep.
that happens is. Go ahead.
I was just saying that this is deep for me to somewhat understand.
No, Tom, this is not deep. You can handle this. Just rewind and watch it next time. Let me skip to something that's light. Okay, ready? When you're finding lowness in your life,
okay,
and you're with somebody that you really want to connect with, ask them if you could just sit with them. And this is the hardest thing to do. Put on your relaxing music if you want to, but it's better if you do anything that's not, and sit with them and casually ask them to just sit there and casually open and close your eyes and literally enjoy observing each other. Start with only 5 minutes at first because you get giggly and it's awkward, but then work yourself up to about 35 minutes. And there is nothing greater than actually observing the other half of the universe that's right in front of you. That's observing you as half of the universe also.
I like that. Observing. I'm a very observant person already, and I'm noticing so many things around me that I definitely just need to tap back in. I feel like I've slipped out of that. I just need to tap back in. But listen, Blind, I appreciate your call, my friend.
Can I do a really simple one for you? Can I do a simple one, 5G, that I think you can understand?
Sure.
Or not? Do you want to hear that or no?
Very, very quickly. I do have other people. Very quickly.
Very quickly. Microwaves work by timing the actual speed of the electron speed around water. So basically, microwaves only heat up things with water in them because the actual microwave hits every time the quote-unquote electron is in the same spot, like 12 o'clock. It hits every time 12 o'clock. That translates into friction of energy. Okay, so what happens with 5G? 5G, mathematically, with 1G, you cannot make any sort of matter heat up. You cannot hit the matter at the 12 o'clock electron point with 1G. 2G, you can't do it. 3G, you can. What basically is happening is you're doing 5 1G signals.
Okay.
You're doing 5 1G signals. So what you're doing is with 1G going off at quote unquote 12 o'clock, you can't make that 1G go off at 12 o'clock again, but you can make number 2 go off at 12 o'clock. You can make number 3 go off at 12 o'clock. You can make number 4 go off at 12 o'clock, and you can make number 5 go off at 12 o'clock. And if you have all 5 Gs hitting at the same 12 o'clock section, you can have a large piece of matter, have it timed with the large piece of matter. The piece of matter on your blood is actually a piece of iron. It's a piece of iron and a couple other chemicals. That actual piece of iron gets heated up by can get heated up by an information code from 5G in the exact same way that a microwave works.
Resulting in what?
Sense to you or no?
Resulting in what?
Resulting in the inability, in water, it heats up the water and it stops the water from being able to interact. It boils the water. with the iron, it stops the ability for the iron to bond with oxygen, because literally the bond rates of oxygen have to be exactly at the temperature of 9.8. That's why our body temperature is so important.
I get it. So it's almost like we are almost ignited from within.
The iron's heated up for all the codes. So the 5G can only heat up a specific vibrational rate of a certain chemical matter. So the same way that you can put a piece of toast that's dry into your microwave and put it on for 10 minutes, doesn't matter. It will never heat up because there's no water on it. So you have to time the 5G to whatever the frequency that you want it to be damaging. You can also, it's proven you can build things with 5G and you can destroy.
There you go. There you have it. Blind, my friend, I think we'll have to get more into that next time, my friend. I really appreciate it. Very interesting stuff. Fascinating. I like it.
You know what? The other time I called on and we talked about the actual inhale words. The only way to raise your pH level, I just want to say to the audience, the only way to raise your pH level is by picking up water off of your tongue. That's the only way, and you spin the water and it raises the pH level. If you go to the store right now, they're selling you water out of the store that actually has raised pH. It's dead water. It doesn't have a raised pH. It has minerals in it that raises the pH, which actually, quote unquote, technically raises the pH of the water, but doesn't actually have the same energy that water that has been, quote unquote, spun has. Right. Anyway. Is there anything else? I know that you know everything, and
I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. But what I'm saying is, we'll pick up on it. Let's pick it up on Wednesday. You can call in anytime you want to, and we'll discuss more about this. So let me get to some other folks, and very interesting stuff today. I appreciate the call.
I'm going to make you a video, Tom.
Please do so. I'd love to watch it.
I'll make you a video. I'm actually just going to, I'll make it and I'll put it in the chat comments later tonight, just to highlight. And anybody has any questions about what I'm talking about, they can highlight it tonight. Cousin Vinny has so much information and so much, the truth that Cousin Vinny has, and everybody should acknowledge it, is discernment. That's the only gift that God gives us. And if you can't hear the Holy Spirit in my voice, if you can't hear in Cousin Vinny's voice, if you can't hear in Tom's voice, then sit down with another human being and take a moment, look into their eyes, and try to see the other half of the universe, and then come back and have some empathy for the rest of the world. Thanks, Tom.
I like that, my friend. Thank you for the kind words.
Cheers.
All right, my man. You take care. And he just disappears. Says cheers and disappears. Very deep. Interesting phone calls today, my friends. He'll come back, Sunshine Savannah. Just be patient. Guys, here's a question. What makes you happy? What makes you happy when you're alone? You can share it if you don't want to. You don't have to be so candid. But what makes you happy in the world? What brings you happiness? And maybe somebody sees something that they can, gravitate towards. Maybe that'll help maybe two people be friends. Who knows? Music, outdoors, a good song, my dog, Jesus and my grandchildren, paying off my debt. Weed. It's fine. Independence, I like that. Easy music and my dog. Marijuana, sure. Truth and light. True reporting. Kath. Thank you, sweetie. I like that. No, kids, fresh cut grass. Oh, I like that, Vicky B. I like that. Eric Church. My family, nature, sun, and meditating. Creating. Ooh, Truth Quest with Aaron Marilarity. That's what I like too. Baby's laughter. I get that. Hat on backwards and a beer, Mr. Kramer says. Nice. Action Jackson. Golf. Me too, my friend. No, I have not heard anything about Assange dying. What? gracious. I don't know. I have not heard about that. I love the sound of rain. I love it. Go ahead and bring in another caller. 8,000, what's up? Welcome to the show. Let's bring him in. The Caribbean laughing, mirth. Big Mike loves Barry, absolutely. 8,000, I'm trying to unmute you. You got to do it on your end. Oh, Patty M, that's sweet. Knowing that I am loved. I love that. 8,000, hey, what's up? How are you?
Hey, what's up? It's Caribou.
Hi, Caribou. How are you?
Doing good, man. What's good? Hey, what was up with Trump's purple tie the other day?
Oh, I'm not. I don't subscribe to the ties and such. But a lot of people think that may be comms for stuff. I'm just not there yet. But I'm just. What are your thoughts?
Not too much. I just found it funny because it's I don't know. I'd be watching his stuff on whenever he brings like a press conference out or whatever, and it's always a red tie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There may be communications there. I'm not going to be. It seems reaching to me, so I don't partake in it. Let's just say that.
Right.
Yeah, just not. I'm not into that.
We don't know.
Correct. I'm not just going to reach and then say something like, "Well, this means that, and this means this." Like, I don't know. I feel like that would start leading people astray, and I'm trying to be as direct with the information that I put out there so that it makes it more legitimate, if you catch my drift.
No, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We need more workers like that in the harvest field.
Exactly.
People, putting their own agenda out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I completely agree with you. How's your day going so far, my friend?
What happened?
I said, how is your day going so far, my friend?
Oh, it's going good, man. It's going good. I'm over here out in the country. I'm in the farm, so please, I apologize for my signal.
No, I can hear you fine, Caribou. You're fine. You sound perfect.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
What do you think the next 3 months hold?
I think it's a new industrial age coming. We got a lot of us are gonna have to get up off our asses and kind of fix this new world coming through.
I love that, man. Well thought. Yeah, new industrial age. Woo! Bringing in new technologies, new cures, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we've been a lot of technology's been suppressed, especially back in the wars, like World War I, World War II. We figured out a lot back then, and they're suppressing it heavy.
I agree with you. It's a crazy time. I think the next 3 months will hopefully bring forth a new day, a new era for humanity. We shall see.
Amen. That's all, man. That's all we can pray for, man. We can hope.
Continue to pray.
Every little day, do our part. And with not being silent and not being afraid to speak out with our peers.
Absolutely. That this is our time. This is you cannot stop praying. Prayer numbers works. There's no doubt about it.
No, I believe it. I'm over here from Florida, and I forgot what the last hurricane it was last year, but this hurricane was Category 5. It was heading straight for us, and I remember I don't be going to church like that a lot because my body to me is the church. Like my body to church, so I bring church to people, in my opinion.
Yes,
but
good for you.
I was going to church at this time, and they were praying that hurricane away, and sure enough, that thing did a whole 90-degree turn. Like,
love it.
Missed us.
I love it. The power of prayer, my friend Caribou. I appreciate your positivity tonight. I think we all need it, and I hope you call back. Call back Wednesday for us. I'd love to hear from you again.
Yeah, no problem, man. Hey, I had a question for you, bro.
Sure.
About like I don't know, your views, because I definitely feel like the next 2-3 months is going to be really surreal,
Mm-hmm.
So what is, like, as far as a monetary reset goes, and as far as the Jubilee, I've been seeing in the chat, like, a lot of back and forth as far as some people be like, hey, that it's not biblical, the Jubilee. So I'm not too sure. But how do you see, like, as far as monetary reset, like the day-to-day living, what could be changing?
I think we get away from this. I think we'll go towards paperless money. I think that beautiful incentive times are coming. I think that we are approaching the golden age. I think the president has hinted at that. I think that Americans will be the leaders once this new era comes into reality. When it starts coming into everyone's daily lifestyle, I think we lead the way, and then other countries follow us. We are currently the powerhouse for sure, and I think it will be led by a Trump dynasty. I believe that the ones who have held us back for hundreds of years, their lineages and their bloodlines will be eradicated, stopped, and monitored. If they were not completely eradicated, they will be monitored so that we can never get back to this position again. And we move forward as a one humanity, nothing but love, nothing but praise for God. And don't get me wrong, there will be evil out there because there's always a duality. But for a very long time, my friend, there's going to be a very long time span of positivity, a very long time span of oh my goodness, just something that we've never experienced before, and I think we will appreciate it much more, and it will almost kind of make us sit back in our seats because it'll almost be too much to handle because we won't believe it, because it'll be so good and we're not used to that. We're used to being enslaved and held back and through doom and gloom, living as doom lords. I think this is going to shock the system, is what I believe, and that is coming very soon.
You think this is within the next 2-3 months?
I believe that it's in the next 4 years. This is not going to be a sucker punch from our peripheral vision. I think that this is going to be a gradual baby step. The entire movement with 17 and the way that we've been awakening has been baby steps. It's been gradual, and it will continue to be gradual, but things will be coming into our perspective more so, and we will acknowledge it quicker than before because our IQ, our vibrations are higher. We're able to recognize what's in front of us rather than question it. That was a lot of handful, and I kind of almost went into a meditative state saying all that.
Hey,
kind of crazy.
That's super lit. That's super.
Yeah.
No, we need more people to be on this, kind of on the same wave, because there's too many people. Man, I saw this video like yesterday with Mark Dice, and it was him going out into the public, a social experiment, saying, "Hey, you want a Snickers bar or do you want a 1/10 ounce of gold?" And everybody and their mama was choosing the Snickers bar. So it's like how deceived we are, like how unready we are.
Absolutely.
Oh no,
we're very much still asleep, which is sad, but it's moving gradual, as I said before, and we will get there together. And we this is why we have this place, this platform, this channel to come together as ones to discuss these things and to never lose touch as well.
Right.
So that's why I created it for all of us, so we don't lose touch.
No, man. Amen. God bless you and everybody you reach, and I just hope that all our ears be open to hear and our eyes be able to see, and like I said on the last call, when I called it before, man, I really do feel like positive, like for what's to come. Everybody's doom and gloom, but I feel like, if Trump is really backed by God, which in my opinion, I believe he is, God gonna make it like without a shadow of a doubt that Trump is backed by God. So we've had his term, which has been one of the greatest terms in history, this first term. And now we're going into his reelection. I really do. It's about to get so surreal in the next 2-3 months. It's about to get so surreal that it's like, bro, people ain't going to be ready.
I love that. Very surreal. I think, it's going to be a shell shock to the system that we aren't ready because, hey, we've never experienced this before, and it's going to Gonna heal us, my friend. It's gonna heal us. With that, my friend, I just want to say thank you for calling in. I want to take some more calls, and I hope this puts you in a good mood this evening, man.
No problem, man. Hey, the one last thing I kind of want to put out there is that, this was the year of the rat for the Zodiac age. The next year coming up, 2021, is the year of the ox. So going back to like what I first said when we first started this talk is, we're gonna have to get off our asses here soon. We're gonna have to start clocking in 12, 15-hour days because we're gonna be ushering in this new age. This is gonna be the new industrial age, aka, in my opinion, it's about to be silver and cannabis and whatever new technologies are gonna lead the way. They're really gonna lead the way. Silver, cannabis, and everything.
Invest in it now. Invest in it now. This is the last month to invest in it. I can tell you that as well, my friend.
Everyone go get some silver, bro. Everyone buy silver. Everyone go get some silver. Like, screw everything else. If you don't got no physical silver, I would recommend everyone go find it. If you can't find bullion, go find jewelry. Because go on usdebtclock.org right now and just look how much it costs per ounce. I think gold's over $30K per ounce and silver's $4K. So if it just reverts back to the mean, if it just goes like that, we all set.
I agree, my friend. Hey, Caribou, thank you so much for the phone call, my friend. I hope you have a beautiful evening, okay?
Thank you, brother. I'm going to watch the stream, man. Thank you for letting me talk, and God bless you, brother.
10-4. Take care, my friend. Thank you. All right, finally, we have Lauren Tyler Moore. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm like hearing 3 streams at once, though. It's weird.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I had your mic on, you turned your mic on in the middle of that conversation with Caribou, so you're probably hearing that.
Yes.
But what's going on? Good to have you on. Didn't you hear me? I had you on for a second. Your mic's on. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much. I wanted to say thank you to you for how much you have done for all of us.
You're welcome.
I can hear you.
You're welcome. You should be able to hear me in real time. Listen through Zoom. Don't listen to the stream. Listen to me through Zoom.
Don't worry. I am listening.
Okay.
It's strange. Anyway,
you gonna talk?
Anyway, I wanted to talk about, I have a cousin in Alabama who recently released an album, and the album is called Ruffled Feathers.
Okay. I think there's a huge delay between us.
Yeah, there's a huge delay.
Yes, I don't know why that is. If you just listened through Zoom and that's it. All right, I can't. Hang on for a little while, Lauren. Let's keep going. We'll go to somebody else because that delay is just killing the momentum. Let's bring in Navy Vet. What's up?
What's up, Thomas?
How are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
I know you've had a little bit of a struggle today. I think we all are, man. I mean, it's a lot of things are coming together at once, and it's just a lot to digest. I don't know. Did you watch President Trump's rally today in Wisconsin?
No.
He said some very interesting things.
What did he say? Let us know.
He was like, God's the answer. Everything's going to be fine.
Hold on real quick. I heard some crash in my living room. Hold on.
Have to be back probably in the 30s, could be, but before that, we have a lot of new sounds, but very seldom do we get a nice historic sound like this. What were you thinking of doing with this sound? So I guess I'm wondering.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's funny. Was it Loki?
Yeah, he broke something. I don't know. He didn't break anything, but go ahead though. So yeah, tell me what he talked about.
Yeah, no problem. So he was just talking about, where he wants to go, where the economy is going to be, the third quarter starting. He said it's going to be better than ever. But the interesting thing is that Q said saving Israel for last.
Okay.
And we just had the peace agreement.
Yes.
So and then the reporters brought up Snowden in one of President Trump's pressers last week, and that was just out of the blue. Then we have Assange. Now today, Seth Rich is trending. Everything is coming together as the perfect storm.
What? So was Assange pardoned today?
No, but President Trump did talk about pardons in his speech today.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just think everything is coming to, it's going to be the perfect storm. Everything's going to come together.
Yes. Just like a sonic boom, right?
Dude, if you look at the deltas of August, everything we're seeing, we're being attacked. Q's being attacked. The media. I mean, go back and read those posts. Everything from then is happening right now.
I think you're right, man. I think everything is coming together. We just have to be patience is key. I know that we're trying our best to just stay positive. We've been positive this entire time. Real quick, Deflustrated. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. He says, God bless you all, Deflustrated. Thank you so much. Back-to-back donations through the Streamlabs. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I do. I see it. I mean, I see that things. We're right there, Shane. Right there, bro.
I know. And then Kavanaugh today, he basically
tell me about this.
Soros. Well, I mean, he just basically said he's not going to have constitutional protection, and he talked about all of his foundations.
Yeah.
So for that to come out, I mean, yeah, I just, when President Trump made that speech 3 weeks ago, and when he said over the next 8 weeks, America's going to learn things they never thought existed or never thought could happen, and then you go to the Post, and it's all mainstream media, it's all us being attacked, and it's all the pedo.
Yes.
So, everything is just lining up.
I think so, man. I think it's going to be the next 3 months is going to be insanity, and I can't wait, my friend. I can't wait. It's going to be nice.
Like Q says, you can't show them, you got to tell them. Or you can't tell them, you got to show them.
Absolutely. You got to show them, and then they have to figure it out before. So, they have to figure it out on their own. But, Shane, I appreciate the call. Yeah.
Dude, it's, we're definitely, I mean, this is for sure the crescendo. I mean, it's just.
It has to be.
There's no way around it. I mean, everything we're seeing is what we were told way back then. So, anyways, brother, just want to give you a quick shout.
Good, man. Good to hear your voice, man. Sorry I'm a little low excitement today.
Man, we all do. So it's a good.
It's all right, man. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to hear from you and happy to hear from everybody else too. So we'll continue on, and we got about 15 minutes left in the show. So we got 2 more calls. So Shane, good to hear from you, buddy. I'll hear from you Wednesday rather.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Good call as always. CJ. What's up, CJ?
Hey, Thomas, how are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How are you, my friend?
In Australia.
Yes.
Look, I've just been noticing some of the newbies on the chats. They've got so much information that they don't know how to discern it all. But what I want to say is usually you just follow your gut instinct. The people that are giving out the information, we're just the messengers, like yourself and everybody else. And all I want to do is put both sides of the coin onto the table, and then people can work out, do their own research and work out things for themselves. Regarding these 1% elitists with 90% of the world's wealth, like your Soros, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, whatever, what they're doing, they're killing 4 birds. Correction. Yes, 4 birds with 1 stone, and that is the petrochemical dollar, the pharmaceutical dollar, the weapons dollar, and the depopulating of the planet. Now, they're sitting back in their big rocking armchairs, eating their popcorn, laughing their tits off us, off at us, while we're just killing each other on
Correct.
the planet. Now, I'll give you an example of that, and that's the Croatian-Serbian war with Milosevic. You had next-door neighbours blowing each other's heads off while they sat back and got all the money and everything from the people around the world, and it's our turn now, mate. It's our turn to take these mongrels, these parasites, these maggots, whatever you want to call them.
I like the term parasites for sure. Yeah. Leeches.
And what we have to do with information now, because the technology is so far advanced without us knowing, we have to ascend our brains into a higher dimension, and all we can do is just you have I worked out a calculus. If you have a gut feeling about something, that because there's a lot of trolls out there, they put out false information, and if your gut feeling tells you, oh geez, I don't think that's right, well, I've worked out you are 80% right in what you're thinking. Trust your gut instinct, mate, and that's basically all I'd like to say, apart from the fact in Australia now, in the Queensland government, if you mention hydroxychloroquine, you get a $1,300 fine or 6 months jail if you start talking about that. And in my state, in Victoria, some councils are now launching drones to check up on people through drones. How
Good
sick
God.
is that, mate?
It's a surveillance state. It's an enslavement in your own home. I feel sorry for the people of Australia. I feel sorry for you, CJ. I mean, if there was something I could do, anything I could do to help lift that burden, lift that oppression off of the heads, off of the consciousness of every person in Australia, I wish I could. I don't know. It's too dangerous to fight back.
Look, we're doing okay, and I'd just like to say to President Trump, sorry to hear about his brother, because I'm very close with my brother as well, and it must be terrible to lose a family member, but Trump's got it under control, and I don't know how he takes this stuff day in and day out.
I don't know, man. I think that he just knows. Because he knows what we don't know. He knows the outcome. We don't know the outcome, so we're balancing and we're in limbo effect. We're out here in the ether. This guy, this leader, President Trump, knows the outcome. And for him to hold it back like this and make it so strategically placed and planned, so where that is absolutely perfectly placed and coordinated to work out in such a fashion that it's incredible the patience this man has with not just, spilling the beans. This is what's going to happen. Arrests are being made. It has to be done because it's universal law. It has to be done absolutely perfectly. It has to be well done. I have a word I'm looking for. I cannot think of it right now, but it has to be that way, or it all goes to hell in a handbag. Okay?
100%, mate. Plus, I'm in the state of Victoria, and one of the Patriots just asked me where I am. I'm living in the state of Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. Now, what was I going to say? I've got that much stuff going around in my head. I want to get it out, but
right. I understand that. You got a couple of people in the chat right now that are from Victoria.
Yeah. Well, they know exactly where I'm coming from. Also, look, I'm not a very good orator, mate. I'm sorry. So,
Hey, listen, it's not a problem. It's just good to hear that you're in somewhat high spirits and that I think that the best is yet to come. Trump wouldn't say that. It's going to go worldwide. I think that the United States will lead the way. You guys are our allies. You guys are right there with us. You're basically us. If not, you are us. You're just in a different, you're on an island, and that's it. You know, we both bleed red. You know, we both bleed the same blood, and we are, you know, all in this together. And, you know, it just has to be, we're just waiting on that initial starting point. That's what we're waiting on. And I think when it happens, we'll know intuitively when the sounding of the horns takes off and we do what we need to do. I think it's going to be coming here soon. And when that big thing hits, all of us will know this is the beginning. This is it. Of the downfall. The downfall is now we're building up to that explosive interaction between the DOJ and these criminals. That's the explosion we're all waiting for. This I can promise you.
Yep. I know the Americans have got our backs, and
yes,
I'll tell you 100%, mate, we've got your backs as well.
That's what it's all about, CJ. That's what it's all about, my man.
All the patriots out there, mate. You know, it's not the end of the world. Hopefully there will be a pristine world for our children, grandchildren, and everybody.
There will be. That's the whole game, my friend. That's the whole game.
But anyway, or look, I've got that much information in the cloud about things that would absolutely blow your mind away, which things that YouTube have taken down, the atrocities, but I don't want to scare people because, you know, this is pretty bad stuff. But
I understand.
You know, I'd like to get it out to people that want to know about it, but I'm a bit afraid to do it because, you know, the newbies, they might not be able to take it on board, if you know what I mean. But anyway, mate,
I understand.
There's other calls.
CJ, man, what time is it over there?
It's 11:51 in the morning, nearly midday.
Well, I hope you enjoy your day. I hope it's a beautiful day in Australia. It's winter over there, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit cold. It's about 13 degrees Celsius at the moment, which is, well, what's that? About 50, 60, I don't know, Fahrenheit or something like that, I would imagine.
Sure.
Interesting. Cold, but starting to warm up now. And yeah, so anyway, mate, you have thanks for everything you do. And
thank you, CJ. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate it.
Love you heaps, mate. And you take care, and everybody out there.
Take care, my friend. We love you too. And we're in this together, and you call back Wednesday if you want to, okay? We always look forward to hearing from you.
No worries, mate. Take care, everybody. Okay, ciao for now.
Ciao. Bye. Take care, man. Cheers.
Ciao.
CJ from Australia. Guys, if you want to hit 1,000 likes, it would make my day. I think it would make Loki's day. What do you think about that? Hey, what do you think about that? Huh? What do you think about that? Ow! Asshole. Yeah, guys, let's get to 1,000 likes. We're less than 100 away. I would really appreciate it. And you know, this is a very good night. This is a calming night. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like low energy today, but we're here, baby. I hope you enjoy it. Each and every time we do this is very, therapeutic. That I love to say that each and every time. If you do, I would like you to know that, we do have TRUreporting.us. You can pick up these stickers. You can throw them on your car. You can throw them on your Tumblr, on your laptop. Very cool. We got that one, and we also got this one. I like this one as well. It's my favorite one. If you want to hit that up, TRUreporting.us is the official website, and we also have the thick ankle dog face shirts to go out there and troll your friends. It is an election year. Why not do it? And guys, make sure if you want to sign up on Patreon, God bless each and every one of you who have already done that. It is a sheer sign. I message as many people as I can on Patreon. You will not find very many a YouTuber that do that. This I can tell you. We can have whatever, it's fine. And, if you want to do that, I greatly appreciate it. I do notice that when people donate through PayPal, your generosity knows no bounds. This I can promise you, and I really appreciate it. Remember, the channel has been demonetized, and that is the best form of ways to support the channel. This I can promise you. Let's go ahead and take this call real quick. I've never seen this name before. Let's wait for them to join. All right. Aaron, welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
Well, if I was doing any better, I'd be you.
That's interesting. Yeah, man. What's going on?
Well, I just wanted to call in and say hi to you. I call into Red Pill 78 a lot, and
okay.
That's how I found out about you.
Excellent.
And you guys inspired me to start my own show, Truth Quest, with Aaron Moriarty on YouTube, focusing a lot on UFOs. But another thing I wanted to say was this Save the Children, Save Our Children hashtags.
Yes.
That the Q people have, the Q Patriots have blown past 1 million, has really increased the awareness of this nationwide. And there's marches and protests all over the country. And I'm having one here in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin on the 22nd of August, noon to 3:30. And so I encourage everybody to do that. It's really easy to do. You just call the police and say, hey, you don't even have to call the police, but it's a nice thing to do. That way they know that you're going to be there.
What's the name of your channel there, pal?
It's Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty.
Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty. Nice.
Yeah. And I touch on the UFO thing a lot. And
beautiful. I love that. There needs to be more of those.
I saw a UFO in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the sky over Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Clear day, 3 p.m. It was zipping around at right angles and stopping. And it was just a freaky thing. I always wanted to see one, but when I saw it, it was freaky.
You're meant to see them. They want you to see them.
Yeah, it's not how you think it's going to be when you do see it. It's
yes, I've seen 3 or 4.
Oh, have you?
Oh yes, absolutely. I have pictures.
I got a couple pictures too. I saw one with my daughter a few years later, and we got some pictures of it. But I had a cable access show out here back in the 90s, before the turn of the century, and the chief of police, after the 3rd show, he called me up screaming at me to stop my show or he's going to throw me in jail, throw away the key, and no one will ever know where you are.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, so that's why I like the internet, because they can't shut me down like they shut me down here locally. So.
Well, cable access is amazing. I love that. It's so old school. I totally dig that.
Yeah, unless the local government drums you out and won't let you back in the studio.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
But, what are you going to do, right?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? I'd love to tune into it. When do you do this?
Well, I usually do a show about once a week. They're all on my channel archived. And I'm also an Elvis impersonator. So there's some of my other videos on there as well. But
nice. Aaron, is this picture on your avatar? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, wow. That's okay. You sound like you're younger than me.
Well, I'm 13. But I'm 58, so you add the 5 and the 8 together, that's 13, so I'm 13.
There you go. Oh, I like that. Okay, that means I'm 8. So, interesting, man. That's cool. I do have to end the show right now, but I appreciate your call. It's good to hear from you. I'm glad you heard about us from Red Pill 78. And you're more than welcome to come on anytime you want. I would love to talk about UFOs and so much more. I love that subject. I love it.
Thanks, Thomas. And I'd like to hear about your sightings and see.
Oh, absolutely. I have pictures. I have video. It's on my phone. And, I would love to have a UFO conversation with you, and we can go through that. That's one of the things I've been waiting on.
That's great. I was actually a guest on Red Pill talking about teleportation.
Beautiful, man. I would love to talk about that as well.
Awesome.
I'm very interested in that sort of stuff.
Very, very cool.
So can you email me?
Sure. What's your email?
It's TRUreporting1985 @gmail.
Okay. TRUreporting1985 @gmail. All right. I'll shoot you an email.
Thank you, my friend. I'm also on Twitter @TrueReporting if you want to hit me up that way too.
Okay, great.
Sounds good?
Sounds groovy like a record.
There you go, my friend. Aaron, thanks for the call, man. It's good to hear from you.
You bet. Thank you very much.
Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And my friends, that is the end of the show. Is that the end of the show? My producer up here. Is this the end of the show? That's the baby. That's the fur baby. It is the end of the show. The producer, Loki, says so. Guys, we got through it. I'm glad. I hope we get to 1,000 likes. You want to make that happen right now while we have about 30 seconds left in the show. Remember, the best thing that you could do is follow me on Twitter. Sign up for the Patreon, $9.99 a month, whatever you want to pay. I don't care. As long as it supports the channel, that is what I want. And I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks to all the callers, all the great information that we went through today. A new podcast drops tomorrow, the regular podcast that everybody always wants to hear. So, we do this 3 times a week. I think people need the morale boost. I need the morale boost. It's therapeutic for each and every one of us. That's the channel. That's the direction I'm taking the channel. But Tuesdays and Thursdays are the regular podcasts. And this Friday, remember, True History, The Untold Stories. That will be this Friday with The Punisher and Stop to Go this Friday at 8 o'clock. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I will talk to you all very soon. God bless each and every one of you. And remember, guys, the best is yet to come, and it's always a pleasure for me to be on the front lines with each and every one of you day in and day out. Isn't that right? He's not watching or paying attention, but that's okay. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. God bless you, and have a beautiful night. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye. Guys, if you found what you just watched informative and you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to the True Reporting family today. There are many ways to support this channel, like our Patreon link, our PayPal link, and our TrueReporting.us official website link in the description box below. Join the True Reporting family today and be a part of history, because where we go one, we go all.